Good evening, everyone. I'm your host, comedian, magician, Danny Whitson. But it's all tricks aside, because tonight we're turning the paranormal into the normal. Join me as we explore the gray areas of reality. We're going to talk all things paranormal, UFOs, ghosts, cryptids, and aliens, and see how it's all connected. This podcast is brought to you by the Experiencer Support Association, and we are live. So if you're an experiencer yourself, or you're just plain nosy, be sure to send me your question and subscribe to the podcast. Now, get ready, because it's going to get deep. No, really, we're going to go way out there, because this is Beyond the Tinfoil Hat. What's happening, paranormal junkies? Welcome to Beyond the Tinfoil Hat, and I'm your host, Danny Whitson, and we are broadcasting live from the E-United Public Radio Network and the UFO Paranormal Radio Network on 105.3 FM on the Gulf Coast and 107.7 FM in New Orleans. Guys, we got a great show today. You definitely are glad you tuned in for this one. We got a special guest here for you. Now, he's been on the show before. Yes, he has. And he is full of interesting stories and great conversations. We got a lot to talk about. So let's all welcome, a.k.a. B Bloody, Britt Henley.
What's going on, guys?
What's happening? Also, we also have our very famous, the one everybody loves, the guy that you just can't forget, the man behind the scenes. But today, he's in the scenes. Let's give a big round of applause for Mr. Chris Green, our tech guy. Let's hear it. Yes, here on Beyond the Tinfoil Hat. Well, all right. It has been a crazy, crazy week. It has.
Yes, it has.
And so much to talk about. So much to talk about. And unless if you've been, I don't know, sleeping under a rock or hiding on a roof, you would have no clue. But you have to know that there was an assassination attempt on a former U.S. president. As most people, like when I saw this, and I found this out. I didn't even know it had happened. I was on the road. We were coming back up from the Gulf Coast, and on our way, then I'm getting these text messages. Oh my God, do you think, this was staged or this happened? And I was like, what are you talking about? And they're like, Trump, he got shot. I was like, whoa. Now what's interesting about this is, first of all, I'm not surprised somebody tried to shoot Trump. Okay. I mean, definitely not surprised about that. But what seemed even more like what surprised me was the fact that a 20-year-old kid could climb up on the roof of that building, and the Secret Service, I mean, it happened. The fact that it happened, period.
Somebody would have noticed some, strange kid carrying a ladder with a assault rifle climbing up a building. I'm sure. That just nobody just walks around like that and willy-nilly, especially with a big situation like that going on, with Trump's speech and all that. So
exactly. And I mean there's video of people trying to say, hey, look, there's a kid on the roof, there's a guy on the roof, there's a guy on the roof. I mean that video is circulating right now. You can see it. And from what I have heard so far, based on a little research I've done, is that building in particular, which wasn't that far away from the stage, but that building in particular was not the Secret Service's security responsibility. That was on the local police department. So apparently there was like so much feet that the Secret Service was over, and anything outside of this area went to the local police department. Well, and from what I'm hearing, and this is what I just heard, is that actual a police officer was going to confront the kid about, why are you on the roof with a rifle? And wound up getting, I don't know if he was startled or something happened, but the cop wasn't to follow through with what he was supposed to do. And then the gunshots, boom, boom, went off. And then the Secret Service person shoots and kills this, he's 20 years old, his kid,
Yeah, his kid.
And but apparently the Secret Service officer was like, hey, there's somebody on the roof. And they were like, stand down, don't shoot, which to me, I thought was kind of odd too.
I think they either dropped the ball or there was some inside stuff going on. It's just nuts. All the weird conspiracy that you can come up with. I've got a couple of ideas in my head right now, and I've been, keeping it on the back burner. I don't want to offend anybody because there's a lot of people that can get offended over, certain stuff.
Well, hell, I just heard that Jack Black canceled his tour. Did you hear about? Yeah.
Because the call, he's made a joke. About the shooting.
And I mean, I think it's completely rational to think, one or two things. It doesn't make you crazy. It doesn't make you a jerk. That yes, there could be some type of deep state Illuminati thing going on here. That's, for some reason, now, and this is why I don't think it was Trump's. Let's say it is the conspiracy. Let's say it's tied into a lot of things, and we're going to connect this to UFOs here in a minute, folks. This is beyond the tinfoil hat. Let's say it is the conspiracy that the Illuminati. Well, okay. First, I want to say why I don't think it's Trump's team. Is because there was an innocent man who lost his life and other two people who were shot, which. My condolences to the victim's family. That's horrible. It's horrible that somebody lost their life over it. So I don't think, I don't think it was, a Trump's to push him, to get him over anymore, because I think in a lot of ways, Biden was helping Trump get over just by being Biden. I mean, calling Vice President Trump and calling Ukraine's President Putin. And I mean, Biden doesn't do himself any favors every time he talks, Yeah.
I wish we could get somebody younger in there.
Well, and this is where I'm going to kick the crap out of our generation. It's our fault, bro. We're Gen X and we don't care. Apparently we didn't. And here's the other thing, man. And I was talking about this today. Gen X, dude, this is our fault. This is no one. Don't blame it on the boomers. Don't blame it on the Gen Zs. No, not the millennials. It's Gen X. It's our freaking fault because we were too busy partying, making great music, having fun, trying not to catch AIDS, But I mean, it's our fault because now we're stuck with this for presidents. Isn't it crazy that not one Gen Xer has ran for president? I mean,
we have some of the best schools in the world right here in the United States of America, man. And you would think that somebody would have stepped up and been like, hey,
it's our generation and it's our fault. I don't care what anybody says. Our generation needs to take this is our fault. We should be leading the world right now, but we're not, we were too busy having fun, and I think to the most part, we're still having fun,
Oh, of course.
So, but that's the reason why I don't think it's the Trumpers who had staged this. And also you got to think another thing. If he turns his head, I mean, dude, just a centimeter more.
So close.
It's scrambled eggs, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's history. And even the best sharpshooters in the world will tell you all it takes. I mean, they can't guarantee, even with the wind, could change things. I mean, it's So that being said, who would want him dead? Well, I'm sure there's a lot of people, but there was a rumor that floated around about, and I do remember Trump when he was in office about talking about the Roswell incident. And he talked about how, there may be, he said some crazy statement about how there's a possibility that this is out of this world material that they've recovered from I remember him mentioning that. And Trump also, and I'm such a space geek, dude. I love space. And I was like, gosh, this was so unfortunate that it came under Trump, but Trump did it. So we have to give him credit with Space Force.
Agreed.
I thought, dude, we needed Space Force forever. And now we finally got it. But Trumpy is the one that does it, of course,
when I told my dad about it, he was like, "Where'd you learn that, on the internet?" And I was like, "Yeah, actually, go look it up." He was like, "You're making things up." I was like, "No, I'm not. Go check it out." And he was like, "Whoa."
I mean, I was shocked about that, but it kind of makes you wonder, why are we doing Space Force? What's going on there? So it makes you wonder, is this some type of threat to Trump to say, hey, keep your mouth shut, because Trump loves to run his mouth. Keep your mouth shut. We can't let this guy get back in office, because he may run his mouth and expose, he may know something that could get him in trouble. Basically what I'm saying, the reason why somebody may want to kill him. I know I took a long ways to get there, but
well, I mean, there could be strange things about that in their the documents, that he's been hiding in his own personal collection.
Absolutely. I mean, which is so strange to have, but
yeah. Why would you take it? It's weird.
Why would you? Exactly. But I don't know, man. It's just it's extremely crazy time in history, and it's, I got to be honest. But now here's something else that we have to consider, because this is, I think you have to consider all possibilities. You do. There is a chance that this was just some disturbed kid who, which is no different than your, tragic school shooting, he could have just been extreme, and just be it could just be a random thing. And there is that chance. And one thing that you have that'll lead you to think that the consideration of that is when the Illuminati, which I know we make fun of that, we make fun of the Illuminati. I have Illuminati jokes. I do. But I really think there is this group that exists. I really do believe that. God, and I hope I don't sound like Alex Jones right now. But
no, but
I really do believe there's another group that calls the shot.
Yeah. So, did you see that video today about the boy? What is his name again? The shooter? I can't remember. Is it Tommy?
Yeah. What was his? Was it? Hold on. We will pull it up.
Well, he was apparently in a Black Rock video, not Black Rock like rock and roll, but like Black Rock, the people that the banking system, Black Rock.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it showed him with his head turned, and then they showed the comparison of him now and what he looked like in the video, and they pointed out all the features of the fella's look and everything else, and said, hey, this is possibly the same guy.
Thomas Matthew Crooks, it was the kid's name.
Crooks. Yep.
Wow. See, that's something there. I had no, because I know he didn't have a social media presence very well, which is strange. So I mean, there is a lot of strange stuff, but here's the other thing though. Normally, like the deep state, when they do kill you, when they kill you, isn't it through a car wreck, or I ate some bad brownies or something,
Yeah.
So if they assassinate you, which we know, with Kennedy and Martin Luther King, there's those conspiracies that there's no doubt in my mind the government did that. I mean, killing people on broad TV is the old way, but I guess there's also a reason for doing that too. Rather than someone secretly dying, it was a car wreck. Well, we can't blame anybody. So it seems like whoever did want to do this also may wanted to spark some type of outrage. If it was that there is that, if it was Illuminati, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, Chris, Chris is like, man, I'm lost. I'm up here in Canada. We don't shoot people in Canada. You crazy cowboy Americans.
I was waiting for you guys to stop talking. So I have seen a meme go around that this is the first thing of the Simpsons prediction that actually failed.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
And I've heard that some of those stations have just discontinued that episode completely.
Holy crap, dude! I didn't even think about the Simpsons. This been a thing, dude. Is that so? They had an episode. They had an episode of Trump getting assassinated.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
They did.
Dude, what is going on, bro?
That's for real.
What is going on?
You can go check it out.
I'll send it to you there, Danny.
That is nuts, dude. I mean, okay, I've had psychics and mediums and tarot card readers on here, but we don't need that. Let's just watch The Simpsons.
There you go, right?
Dude, that's crazy pants, man.
It is pretty wild. Man. It's crazy.
But they got it wrong, though. Well, what about this? Hey, man, we're open to everything on this podcast. What if somebody went back in time and changed time?
Ooh.
I believe in time travel, man.
What if that's what's going on? Maybe some of our UAPs that are zipping around here. What if they went back in time and maybe somebody just pinched Trump's? I don't know. Somebody got enough. I don't know. Or maybe it was. Gosh, wasn't there like a naked gun? One of the naked guns where there's snipers trying to take them out. And maybe Leslie Nielsen crawled up on that roof and we don't know it. And slipped and fell and knocked the guy off target when he made the shot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's crazy. Gosh, dude, this is just stupid. This is stupid. Seriously, dude, we're talking about right now there's flying Tic Tacs in our skies, flying around. Okay, that's happening.
Yeah.
People are trying to shoot a reality TV character who's already been president once.
Really?
Have we ever? What's that?
Really?
Oh, yeah, exactly. No one knows that. That's the cat's out of the bag on that one.
Okay.
But we got. Let's look over in the comments too because we're just rambling and bambling here.
Yeah, we got.
We got Julie Evans. What's up, Julie? Thank you for tuning in. Julie, she knows it's a mess. Yeah. Yes, Julie, we are in a mess. This whole place is a mess. But I'll be honest with you guys. I think right now, I mean, wherever you stand politically, it doesn't matter. I don't see anybody beating him.
Yeah. You're right.
I mean, it's how it is. No one's going to be. He will be the president the next 4 years. There's nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody.
He has too much money.
Well, I mean, it's now. I mean, it's just. And you want to talk about Julie's from England, so she's like, yeah, it's everywhere. It's crazy everywhere. Gosh, I had hope for you folks over there. Are you serious? Oh, man.
Well, about the money thing, I think it's more than just the money. He's got like yes men to do anything and everything that he says or suggests, which is just beyond me completely. Like, I don't see how somebody would have that kind of authority or I don't know if it was. I've known some people from like when I was working over at Consolidated. It was a piping company, and they like all were just highly read, like conservative folks, and they were like, "I'd do anything that he says or suggests." And I'm like,
That's
"Oh man,
terrifying.
that's a little
Yeah.
bit over the board, you know."
And I'm not like that with, and yes, Julie, I don't know. I think he is friends with Putin. I don't know. I mean, it's if you want to look, and like I said, this is conspiracy, but this is what this podcast is. This podcast is about, the freedom to talk about these kind of things. I mean, Donald Trump his wife is from Russia. He has a connection with the country. There was the rumors that, Putin wanted Donald to be president in the first place, which now I do know this exists. This isn't a conspiracy. This actually is very real. The Russians at one time, and they probably still do, and not just the Russians, but China and a lot of other governments. Now we're all doing it. We're all doing this actually now. But they had basically it was like a top secret program to influence social media, to help influence and change, like embrace viral stories or pump stories out there and make them seem more outlandish or more, than what they actually really are. And this is a technique that's been going on forever where, the CIA would drop somebody off in a country to help start a coup, Well, now they do the same thing, but they do it through social media platforms. And America is an easy target because, our underbelly, our soft spot is our differences in race, religion, so we can, any way that you can get us to fight amongst ourselves. That's what, they're like, hey, let's get them doing this. This will help bring them down. So I know Russia was. So Russia was on one of the front runners at using social media and the internet to kind of do these things. I'm not saying that Putin put Trump in office the first time. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that it could be a strong possibility that him and Putin are buddies.
I do think it's very important that we as a country and the world together just needs to unite and put our differences aside, because if we do, like, this whole division thing is ridiculous. And if we did by chance, like, have some kind of civil war here, then we're burnable from anybody to attack us. That would, and then we'd be over. We'd be somebody
Absolutely.
else's business. So it's
Absolutely
important that we unite as one, and we need the aliens to come down so we have we can unite against something else if they're evil, like evil aliens.
Well, and I think here's the other thing. I think because there has been incidences where, like, the UFOs have flexed on us before, like our nuclear sites. Oh yeah, well, we're going to shut everything down. What are you going to do now? That's happened, by the way. That's real. That happened. Said they did the same thing in Russia. They did the same thing to the Russians with, they're like, oh yeah, you guys are tough. You guys are bad. Well, look what I'm going to shut down. I'm shutting it down, so I think they're going to, I think if it come down to a nuclear war to where a lot of people say World War III is already happening, just because we're not in it doesn't mean it's not happening. You've got Russia and Ukraine, and you do got what's going on with Israel and and the Palestinians. It's kind of happening. I think aliens I hear a lot of that, Julie. Like, aliens are here already. Julie just said she thinks aliens are here already. I hear a lot of that. I hear there's a lot of people high up that say, yeah, they walk amongst us. And here's that made me think the other day too. I was like, if they do walk amongst us, what if how do you know you're not one of them? Do you know what I mean? Think about it. You know what I mean?
I'm probably one of them, but
see, that's what it is. Chris is an alien. I knew it.
There we go.
In one of my songs, I say, I'm an alien living among civilians. The competition, we're killing them in the stadium.
Oh,
so.
Nice. Breaking off some rhymes, some freestyle there.
Yeah, that's off our new song that's going to be coming out. It's called Conduit, but that's not going to debut until next month, and we got a video for it too, so that's going to be awesome.
Well, when you do, you're going to have to let us know, and we'll give a little little taste of it here on the podcast.
Yeah, it's got some metal riffs in it, and I'm like really proud of it. We're all really proud of it. It's really cool, and it's different from our other stuff. So we're incorporating metal music with it. Nice.
You like metal, Chris?
I'm a country bumpkin, unfortunately.
Oh, he's a Canadian country bumpkin, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something. I mean, he's a country bumpkin, and he. How many country music singers come from Canada?
Lots.
Okay, I didn't know. I know Shania Twain, isn't she Canadian?
Yep. So is she's Canadian. So is Jason McCoy.
Oh, I know who that is. I'm surprised, man. I don't know any of the new country music singers. I have no clue. I actually
Jason McCoy is a good friend. I actually played T-ball with his niece.
Cool.
Oh, cool.
So,
whoever the country music singer who sung the national anthem at the freaking home run derby, geez almighty. I hope the aliens get her. And
she was apparently really wasted. She was drunk.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a real excuse, though? Because, I mean,
no.
To be that bad? Holy cow. Wow.
So we got Lisa in here saying hello, everybody. And
what's up, Lisa?
She loves metal.
Awesome.
Lisa loves metal. Well, then you'll love Brent's new song that'll be out next month. So, we're going to try to get Brent on here a few times. I think Brent's going to be a regular guest that's going to pop up here if Brent's okay with that.
Hey, Lisa, if you are interested in my music, it's called Black Goat Collective. So check it out. We're on all streaming platforms. So
it's some real catchy stuff. It's good. Well, I'll tell you what, we're getting close to the commercial break.
Yeah, we still got a minute though.
All right, we still got a minute. I know, but I don't know how long a minute is to you, but a minute can be
forever,
or it can be real. Sometimes 3 minutes.
I honestly can't believe it's already 6:30 already. That's nuts.
When we come back though, man, I do want to talk about some more of let's talk about some of the alien, the UAP stuff that's going down, and maybe the possibility how this could be connected to that. That there's who knows. And but like I said, and there is a rumor. I will tell you a rumor that I heard a story about Donald, maybe coming up on some information that they wanted to shut up about. So, but anyways, what we'll do, we'll cut over to a commercial break here in a minute. If you guys are watching Julie, Lisa, hang around. We'll be right back. We're going to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, these messages. We'll be right back, and we're going to be talking about some aliens.
Have you ever wondered, or maybe just thought to yourself, if there were others just like you? You know, people with extraordinary abilities, psychogenic advancement, and perhaps unique intuitions. Maybe you just wondered if there were other people who experienced unimaginable, unexplained, or even unusual and paranormal events. Are there people who have more questions, more fears than answers? Well, you're not alone. You've never been alone. We believe you. Sign up for EA today.
Assets are worth protecting. Blacklight Investigative and Surveillance Services specializes in patrolling and inspecting residential or commercial property against fire, theft, vandalism, terrorism, and illegal activity. People and buildings are monitored to prevent crime. Keep your property, your people, and your assets safe from threat. Our elite staff are dual licensed private investigators and security guards. Blacklight Investigative and Surveillance Services. Go to blacklightiss.com.
All right, guys, we are back here to Beyond the Tinfoil Hat, and you're just now tuning in. We've got Brantley Henley and Chris Green. I tell you what, I looked over in the comments, and Julie Evans made a fantastic comment. She says, "One life, why can't we just live in peace?"
Agreed.
And,
Exactly.
I totally agree with you, Julie. I think that should be everyone's goal. You know, I don't know. And kind of like what you said earlier, Brent, that, you know, we do need to, you know, somehow, if I have different opinions of people, I'm able to set things aside and be able to disagree. We, agree to disagree. And I always tell people, it's like, you don't win people over by not setting a good example, on certain things. And by being a jerk, you're not getting your point. You're not doing anything to get your point across.
No.
But yeah, I totally agree, Julie. Let's talk about, we got some things. This is kind of what I've picked up. Have you heard anything about the new Congress, talking about the UAP? Have you heard anything about them? Because that happened, I guess, was it a year ago, 2 years ago, when David Grush testified, and they had a lot of the Navy pilots and other people there. Remember that, Brent, when that was going on? Chris, do you remember that?
No,
Yes.
I don't watch the news, so unfortunately.
Well,
I don't see a lot of that.
it's the first time in U.S. history that this topic has ever went that far and took this serious. That Congress has, met on it, and it's and Chuck Schumer, Senator Representative Chuck Schumer, he tried to get a bill passed, a disclosure bill, to where some things they would have to tell us. Of course, it didn't pass for some reason. And now he's came back with another one. Schumer won't go away with this, which is, I love him for that.
I know. Persistence.
Yeah, he's like, I don't care. I'm going to keep pushing it. But anyways, it seems like it's supposed to happen again in October. Another one, if I'm correct, which will be right before election time.
Yep. Plus, it's spooky season.
Absolutely. Gosh, dude, it could be even better. Perfect timing. But and there's going to be some other whistleblowers. Now, I've picked up on some other people that's come and spoke, and that have made some claims about some stuff, and these are very high up in the military ranked dudes, very smart people. A lot of them are engineers. So these aren't dum-dums. Now, this is my point, though. What I want to talk about when I also bring up the deep state, the Illuminati, because this is my opinion about the UAPs, UFOs, aliens, all this stuff, is that they are letting us in on the truth. I mean, right now we are experiencing, I'm saying this is crazy times, but we are experiencing the actual disclosure. We're experiencing it now, but they're doing it instead of ripping the Band-Aid off, they're pulling it very slowly and putting a little back, pulling a little more. But the reason why they do that is because it keeps us from, they'll put some truth out there. Bam. Then they'll put some BS. Then they put truth. Then they put BS. And what that does, it keeps us level on, so that way we don't know what to believe at times. You know what I'm saying?
If they completely dumped all that on the world, there would be just a massive freak out, and there would be no telling what would happen.
I agree. And I don't think
the whole Roswell thing where they announced it to the world and then they backtracked and been like, oh, yeah, never mind. That was a weather balloon.
Exactly. It was announced, too. At first, they were like, yeah, this is a saucer that cracked. Oh, no, just kidding. It was balloons. Well, I think that's kind of that's what's going on. There's another group that I believe that really calls the shots, or has very influences the shots, and no pun taken to Trump. I lean to the left, so does Trump. Well, no, luckily he didn't lean to the left. I could do it, trust me. There's I've got too many. Unfortunately, I went to the right and look. Oh my god! But anyways, I think there is a group though that is in charge of letting us in on this, but they're doing it their way, and eventually we're going to be used to hearing about UFOs and UAP so much it won't be much of a shock to us. That there's aliens. Which, I mean, I'm at that point now, Brent.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm at the point now to where I'm like, I just accept, oh, yeah, well, there's UFOs flying around in our skies. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
There's aliens. Okay. I still sleep at night. I mean, I'm not out. So, but there's some people who don't live in this world that we do, that when you even bring up the topic still, they kind of chuckle. Oh, yeah. Like, no, dude, you don't know, bro.
So, okay, I want to talk about that whole disclosure thing. And I don't know whether you guys know, there was a couple of YouTube videos that are debunked that I still believe. So one of them is the alien autopsy. I do think that was the real deal. I know they did their best to cover that up and debunk that and said, yeah, that was just a bunch of special effects and these kids in a basement made this video. I don't believe that. I think that was the real deal. Also, there's a video called Skinny Bob and the Family Vacation that you can look up. And it was apparently a Russian video where they showed 3 aliens walking through like a hallway. And they looked at each other. And then one of them walked towards the camera and the camera shut off. I don't know if you've seen that or not. That they're the typical gray aliens with the big eyes. And it's black and white video, and it's pretty cool if you haven't seen it. But the Skinny Bob videos, pretty cool.
I haven't seen those yet. And okay, like people are. I heard about them. The first video, I am familiar with what you're talking about, and people said it was debunked. But now I've heard people once again go back and say no. This is real. And now, and remember, was it last year? Do you guys remember? Funny joke, Julie. Yes, they shouted to him, Donald Duck. It's not funny. It's not okay. The tour's canceled. That's it. Remember a couple, was it last year or 2 years that the Lieutenant Graves, that he came down to Mexico and he was to give a speech about his experiences and stuff, and then the guy shows up with the mummified bodies, the one, and people's like, oh God, it's like no one told me he was coming, because those were supposed to be fakes, right? And there was a whole jokes that I can't believe it's not cake, and it's like the alien bodies were cake. But here's the thing, though. Now they're looking at it and thinking, no, these really are like old petrified bodies. They're not mummies, but they're just, almost. So that's what they're starting to believe now. They're starting to say. So I don't know, dude. I don't know what to believe on that. I mean, they do kind of look like something I made in, second grade and brought home to mom. Here's an ashtray and an alien.
Some paper mache.
Didn't we all make ashtrays out of clay? Did everybody do that in the 80s when you were little?
Yes.
Remember that?
Yeah.
It was always an ashtray.
I did it in the 90s, but yeah.
Well, can you imagine no one's bringing their mom an ashtray now in 2024.
Nope.
No.
That's how hardcore we were, Gen X. We made ashtrays in second grade art class for our
parents.
Also
made smoking pipes and stuff like that.
Julie's from England. They still do that there. That's how hardcore the English are. Their parents, they're still smoking. I remember playing with my Hot Wheels in the living room and Dad's cigarette smoke. Just blind car, but anyways, so I remember now they're saying that those things are actually, alien bodies. But the video, I went back and forth on that, and it's I don't know. I don't know.
One of them apparently had eggs in its stomach.
Yes.
That was really cool. And it had some kind of metallic, was it bracelet or something, or some kind of jewelry that was built into the skin. So that was part of the same, I think the one that was pregnant with the eggs inside. So when they did the x-rays.
Now, what's your theory on this? Because, a lot of people like to talk about how maybe, we are this, because I've had people, on here say that they believe that we're a science experiment, that, aliens came here and banged a ape and, here we are. And when you think about that, though,
the crazy thing about, well, it's not really crazy, but when you look around at all the other species on this earth, nothing looks like us, dude.
No, you're right. You know, and I've had that theory for the longest.
I mean, you look at other stuff and you're like, okay, oh, you guys have hair all over your body. Y'all, but then there's us, and we only have hair in certain parts. It's like there. You know, it's like, why do we look like the way we do? Why are we so different from everything on this freaking planet? You know, I mean, what's so special about us?
Agreed.
You know? So, I mean, that's a weird one. You know, it's like, are we a science experiment? And you know,
well, I mean, plus, I mean, the world could be a giant zoo, you know, and we could be all broadcasted throughout the whole entire galaxy, and they're like, "Hey, tune in tonight for Earth." You know?
The Simpsons. Man, I don't know. So, okay, if I'm going to take a wild shot at this one. I mean nothing by that. Nothing at all by that. Hey, quick question. This is how dumb American time, folks. Dumb American time. All right. Has any Canadian presidents ever been assassinated?
Well, we don't have presidents.
I know. That's just what that's, you know, in America, in the United States, we change everything to suit our, you know, our idiocracy.
Like
your prime minister.
Like miles per hour, like your temperature. I don't think so.
Wow. Gosh,
Danny,
we're awful, dude.
Danny, let's get our families and move up north, man.
Dude, I'm serious. I don't know, man. I want, you know where I want to go visit is, I want to go over here to England, bro. I want to go there, and I've never been. I would love to go there.
I'd like to go to Iceland. Just check it out anyway. Iceland, yeah.
You know what creeps me out about Iceland is the language up there, dude. Have you heard the language? It's like I don't know. That may be right up your alley, Brent. But that language is so weird, a little creepy.
I don't know. I'd like to check it out. I guess I don't know the language up there, but I know that Bjork, that girl singer that was awesome, you know, she's from Iceland.
Well, one of the greatest, I'm going to give him a shout out here. He's one of the greatest comedy magicians in the world.
I thought that was you.
Now, well,
yeah,
close. Thank you, Chris. But no, he is his name is Rune Clan, and I believe he's from Denmark. But which is not exactly the same thing, but he is fantastic. But just to hear his language, I guess it's Danish or what they speak, Scandinavian, or I don't know. Another dumb American moment, but it sounds wicked, weird. But he is when he speaks English, he's funny as hell. So, but yeah, definitely one of the best. Julie says England, okay, beautiful in parts. I would just love to go check it out, man. Go over there. I have not been. I would like to go across the pond and check it out. Well, okay. So the alien bodies, it turns out they're not cake. They have eggs in them, even though so does cake. But these bodies, maybe it's a king cake. You said there's a bracelet in it, so maybe we can find a little plastic baby in there. You know about New Orleans and Mardi Gras, right, Chris? You know about that.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Yes. There we go. But who knows? Who knows? But the videos and you said it's time. What'd you say? Skinny Bob?
Yes, Skinny Bob and the Family Vacation. That's one of them. But if you just type in Skinny Bob, then you'll go through there's I think 3 or 4 different videos. They're all black and white, and I think one of them is like a AI colored version, like they add a splash of color in there so you can see it. But I've known about this stuff. I think the first time I seen it was in 2011, and they keep taking it down. Somebody keeps bringing it right back up. So
see, that's it. Why did they take it down?
Mm-hmm.
If it is fake, then who cares? There's enough garbage out there in the world. Why are you taking it down?
So,
You
but
know what I
yeah,
mean?
go and check it out, man. There's a couple of different ones on there, and one of them was I think like a crash site, and you could see bodies laying on the ground. There was one where they uh, like measure like an alien, and he's like blinking his eyes. He turns his head left and right, and then they like show his hands and his feet, and he's dressed up in like his black suit, like with a turtleneck.
Have you heard the story? What is the story? The I guess the one from Roswell, the one that survived. EB, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know, but I don't know if it had a name. I didn't know.
Yeah, they actually gave it a name, and I say he. I don't know what it. If it had a gender, if they have genders, but it lived for like 30, 40 years in captivity, locked up, and there's supposedly video of it. But it also makes you wonder, though, if they have the ability to shut down our nuclear sites, they definitely have the ability to shut down a camera.
Oh yeah.
So if you're videoing them, they're allowing it. They're allowing it to happen. That's another thing, a whole new other thing. But some people believe that disclosure will never happen. I believe Lisa put a comment earlier. She doesn't think disclosure will ever happen. I think it will, Lisa. I do. I think eventually it'll happen. I think we'll see it in our lifetime.
I don't.
You don't think so, Chris?
No.
Why? How come? What makes you think that it's just?
I don't know. I just I think it's coming, but I don't think it's going to be this millennium. I think it's
so.
Be
Yeah,
next.
There's a chance we'll be dead and gone.
Yeah, I think it's going to be in the 3000s.
The 3000 in the year 3000.
Maybe they are waiting for us to be more evolved and not so violent, and develop new technology and stuff like that, because we're probably primitive, and we're probably like minuscule ants to these things, and they're like, look at these, dumb animals.
Well, when you think about this, hey, big shout out David Martin, man. See you in the comments, brother. Thank you for watching, man. Something that I'm always weird. I don't know if because people always want to put them like above us on the evolutionary rank. But what if, like ants are good at what they do, but ants aren't doing calculus,
right?
So, I mean, surely to God, we're better at them than something. You know what I mean? Come down here and arm wrestle, say it to my face. I mean, surely to goodness, we're better than them than something. Because, I mean, yeah, they can abduct us. They can stick things in our body. They can do all this crap to us, and we're helpless. And then here we are. We're like, well, I got hair.
Right, but you don't have hair.
You can't grow a beard, can you, EB? So I mean, but surely to goodness, there's something we're better at than they are.
Yeah.
I would definitely hope so.
But yeah, we are idiots, and we like to try to hurt people who we don't agree with. And there's not much. I mean, even though we do look different from every other thing running around this planet, we don't always act different. Sometimes if you want to know the absolute truth, guys, human beings are the worst thing that's ever happened to this planet.
That's right.
We are the worst. We're horrible. We're horrible.
Maybe we need some alien intervention to just put us in our place.
And then again, let's go back with this theory. Okay, we're going to bring it back full circle here, baby. Full circle. What if it ain't aliens? What if we have evolved? And what if it's time travelers? You know what I mean?
interdimensional beings,
interdimensional beings. And that's something that a lot of these whistleblowers always like to lean on. They like to say interdimensional beings. They like to say non-human intelligence, whatever the heck that means. They love to throw that word around a lot, that term around a lot too. So, but maybe that's the case. Maybe it was one of these people that came back and pushed the kid a little bit to the right on the roof that missed Trumpy's ear. Maybe they came back and rewrote an episode of The Simpsons. Maybe they came back just to get the McRib back next month.
Oh, I can't wait.
McRib's coming back?
Yeah.
It will. Well, now that I threw it out there in the universe, it will. You just watch The Simpsons. It'll tell you when the McRib comes.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, we are running close on time. I got to say, first of all, big shout out to Julie, Lisa, David. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. And you need to come back next week and watch again. I'll tell you somebody who I've missed real quick, and I got to give a shout. I don't know where she's at. Where's Liv Lai?
Yeah, I know, right?
Where are you at, Liv? Liv, we miss you. We miss your questions. But definitely, this has been a fun. And Brent, give a quick shout out. Where Black Goat Collective. When's the song coming out? Give us a shout out real quick. Let's hear.
Okay, so this month, before the end of this month, I know we're like getting close to the end of the month anyway. We're right there smack in the middle. We got a song called Black Mass coming out with a lyric video coming along with it. So that's the first song. That's for this month. The next month, we're doing, we are getting into the studio, well, not, I guess video. They're videotaping us for a video on the 4th of August, and so
Good deal.
We're gonna have a video for the song called Conduit, which we all worked really, really hard on, and so you guys go and check it out. We're supposed to be putting out a song every month. It's hard to do, but we're grinding at it.
Streaming everywhere. All right, Brent, we got to go. I got to give a shout out. Guys, we'll see y'all next time. Let me give a shout out here before we get out of here. Guys, thank you so much. Be sure to subscribe, like, follow the podcast. We are streaming live on the E-United Public Radio Network, the UFO Paranormal Radio Network, 105.3 FM on the Gulf Coast and 107.7 FM in New Orleans. This will be on the Tinfoil Hat. See you guys next week.
All right, that does it for this episode of Beyond the Tinfoil Hat. A big shout out for tonight's awesome guest, and a bigger shout out for everyone who tuned in. And if you haven't done so yet, be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube or wherever it is you listen to your podcasts. And like always, be sure to stay curious, heed the world, and keep the paranormal normal. I'm your host, Danny Whitson, and this has been Beyond the Tinfoil Hat.